It's episode 17 of the Northstars Show. I'm Bruce Krentz, the host. Behind the camera, a guy who still can't decide if he's taking the package or not. He's milking it for a lot of beers around town. I hope he doesn't do it, but he's crazy if he doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. Episode, like we said, 17, season 7. Mikey Barron joining me on this one. Going to tell us what just happened here. You guys went down south this past weekend, had one punishing loss, but a couple other games that were okay. We don't need to talk too much about the games, but were there a couple things that stood out as good on the weekend?
Well, we had a lot of scoring opportunities, which was good, but we just couldn't capitalize. That was the main thing there.
Just didn't work. That slowed you down a bit. Our own North Star insider, Stuart Walter, was on the trip. How was it having him kicking around?
Yeah, he's definitely a rookie. Turned down the tip kiss, which was, I don't know, that was a mistake, I think.
Stinger. And you're only a rookie once?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just how it goes. Mun Cup's coming up this weekend. You're sporting the Mun Cup jersey. You played in the Mun. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I played back in the day. It was my first year of hockey with the Caroleros, and we won the Earl Timmins Cup, which was, wow. It was good. Yeah, good memories.
Huge. Lots of Thompson history there. The Carroll family's been sponsoring the Mun Cup forever. They give out the scarves and the toques, and Marcia Carroll, I mean, we just can't say enough, and they help minor hockey out so much. And Earl Timmins, too, the Timmins Cup is huge. E.T. Blades, I mean, I remember when his dad used to sharpen skates in the corner over there. I don't know how many people remember that. There was a skate sharpener down there, coldest skate sharpening booth ever. He always had the TV going, black and white TV, and then Earl kind of took over the business, and so top marks to Earl. He's really great to all the guys that come through. You going to be down at the Mun this weekend a little bit?
Yeah, I'll probably come stop at a few games, check it out. We're at home this weekend, so we'll have time for that.
For sure. You got to come see the Carolero games.
For sure.
Got to do it. It's Mun Cup night 2 on Friday night. One of the nights this weekend, so all the kids from the Mun Cup get in free if they wear their jerseys, so there should be a huge crowd when we play Friday night and Saturday night, 7:30. So tell everybody, come on down. Cheer loud.
Yep,
we need
come on down. We definitely need it, yeah. We've fought these teams hard before, so hopefully we can get a W.
If you were coaching, if you were doing the raw speech, what would you tell the guys? What's the key to beating them?
I'd say we just need a strong period, like strong second period. That's what got us last time, because we were with them the whole game other than the second period. So just skate hard and lay the body.
Come on down, see a good second period. We are expecting body out of you. You just said it. Now you got to do it. You got to put your money where your mouth is. Yeah. Mikey Barron, thanks for telling us what just happened here. Stay tuned for our Norman North Star insider, Stewart Walter, and his talk with Coach Cody Genaille they talk a little bit about the past weekend and the weekend coming up. We've got all of the Adam AA's. We interviewed them a couple weeks ago. We're going to roll them through here on the show. It was so great to get their favorite player and the school they go to and stuff like that. Top shelf. JL Tagoona and Chase Muswagon, the 2-on-1. Little better than the goalies last week. Just a hair. The three of us were the Hansen Brothers. And I also talked to VP Technical John McNevin just about how things are going with the executive, and he's encouraging all players to get into the program. Start working hard now, and you could be a North Star, and you could show up right here on the Northstars Show.
Stuart Walter here with Assistant Coach Cody Genaille. It was a rough weekend down south, but we did see more of an emergence of Jordan Foe in stepping up, not only hitting, but a bit offensively, and as well as being a leader in the dressing room. How nice is it to have a 15-year-old come in to be able to do what he does?
Oh, that's huge. The kid comes from Flin Flon, so you know he's got some good coaching over there. But he has a body of a 16, 17-year-old, and he uses it. When he uses it, it's phenomenal to watch, and especially his shot as well. I think he has a decent amount of points coming from a 15-year-old that you don't really look for. But it's nice to have that coming up.
Morgan Beauchamp played the entire weekend on the road with the North Stars, second weekend in a row. As the coach taking care of the offense, what did you see from him that you liked having in the lineup?
He kept it simple. It was nice. He wasn't really a burden out there. He actually held his own. That started a bit slow at the beginning of the weekend, but once he got his legs under him, you can see that he had a little bit of speed and a little bit of things he has to work on, of course, but I believe we're having him out this weekend, so it's going to be nice to get another look at him.
And finally, Thrashers are coming up this weekend at home. What do you have to do to game plan against them?
Thrashers, they're physical, and that's where we get into our games with them. I know we did have a close game earlier in the season. I believe it was 4-3 that they won over us. But basically, to overcome that team, we have to play our physical game. Keep it simple, because once we start trying to carry the puck in, it doesn't fare well for us.
Well, best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Perfect, thanks.
This is the Mun Cup Show 2018. Our focus on the teams that will be playing in the games, and specifically the Thompson teams. Come on over. The Adam AA King Miners, bringing them in are some of the North Stars. Captain Jerome Linklater leads the team, and he leads this one off. Jerome, who's this?
This is Hank Thompson.
Hanky, what number do you wear?
11.
11, and what position do you play?
Center.
Of course you play center. How old are you?
I'm 9.
You're 9 years old, playing on the AAs. What school do you go to?
Westwood Elementary.
Westwood. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Brendan Gallagher.
Brendan Gallagher? All right, you didn't pick your dad, eh?
No.
Didn't happen. Hank, thanks for joining us. Look at this guy. What a beauty. Come on over. Keyston, who's next?
Seth Zahanko.
Seth Zahanko. Seth, what number do you wear?
10.
10. And how old are you?
10.
10. What position do you play? Don't say 10.
Left wing.
Left wing. What school do you go to?
Acol Riverside School.
And who's your favorite hockey player?
Trent Laycock.
A great North Star and now a great King. Thanks for joining me. What a pick. What a pick. JL Tagoona, one of the A's with the North Stars. One of the A's on the King Miners. Who do we have here?
Colin Hutula.
Whew. What a mouthful. Callan, what number do you wear? Scooch
I
over.
wear number 18.
Number 18. What position do you play?
I play center.
And how old are you?
10.
Your school?
Riverside.
Riverside School. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Furland.
Ooh, Furland. What a good pick. Come on down, Mitchell Reed. He wears an A with the North Stars too. Mitchell, who do we have here?
This is Lincoln Rich Kuhn. Yeah, Lincoln Rich Kuhn, yeah.
Mitchell's been having a tough time all day. Tell us your name, just get it right.
Lincoln Richcoon.
There we go. What number do you wear?
Number 1.
Number 1. You can tell us your position, but I think we all know.
Goaltender.
Goaltender. Fantastic. What school do you go to?
Riverside Elementary School.
And how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Braden Holtby.
Braden Holtby. Haven't heard that all day. That's a great one. Thank you. Jerome, who's this? Baseball fan? Weird.
I know. This is Reed Scadden.
Reed Scadden. It's hockey season, man. But okay, Reed, how old are you?
10.
10. You're wearing the A. What position do you play?
Left wing.
Left wing. And when we're looking for you on the ice, what number are you?
16.
Your school?
Westwood.
Westwood School, of course. And favorite hockey player?
TJ Oshie.
TJ Oshie. Good one. Thank you. Keyston, who's this?
We got Max Dawson.
Max Dawson. Max, we've been seeing you around the rink the last 2 weeks. You've been bugging us hard to get on the show. So how does it feel to be on the show now?
Awesome.
Fantastic. Will you come back again sometime if we want to get you here?
Yeah.
Top shelf. What number do you wear?
Number 9.
And when we're looking for you on the ice this weekend at Mun Cup, what position do you play?
Left wing.
Left wing. What's your school?
Acol Riverside.
Acol Riverside School. And how old are you?
8.
8? You're wearing number 9. Maybe you should wear number 8. No? Who's your favorite hockey player?
James Neal.
James Neal. Great pick. All right. Good luck on the weekend. JL, who the heck is this?
Colin Dawson.
What number do you wear?
5.
5. And what position do you play?
Defense.
How old are you?
10.
10. What's your school?
Riverside.
Riverside. Go Rams. And favorite hockey player?
Hank Thompson.
Hank Thompson. What a pick. A guy on his own team. First time we've seen that. I like. That is a great pick. Who's this?
This is Cash Long.
Cash Long. He got that one right. Cash, you've been on the show before. What number are you?
21.
21. And how old are you?
10.
10. What position do you play?
Right wing.
Right wing. Your school?
Riverside.
Riverside School. And who's your favorite hockey player?
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky. Of course, we should keep you on for the whole show with a pick like that. Jerome, who's this?
Drayden Urina.
Drayden, what number do you wear?
Number 19.
Number 19, and what position do you play?
Right wing.
Right wing? You sure? If
Yep.
we ask them, will they say right wing?
Yep.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 8.
You're 8? Excellent. What school do you go to?
Etoile Riverside.
And your favorite hockey player?
Nikita Kucherov.
Nikita Kucherov. That's a good new pick. I can't see the top of your head because it's camouflaged. Who is this?
Isaac Cataway.
Isaac, wearing the A. Good for you. What number do you wear?
22.
22. And what position do you play?
Defense.
Defense. How old are you?
10.
10?
Yeah.
What school do you go to?
Deerwood.
Deerwood School. And your favorite hockey player?
Dalen Monias.
Dalen Monias. Beauty. JL, who's this?
This is Lan Drelini. Drelini. I can't say it.
He was all over the map, eh? You tell him.
Landon Giuliani.
Absolutely. He'll get it next time. Landon, what number do you wear?
8.
8. And what position do you play?
Defense.
How old are you?
10.
10. What school do you go to?
Deerwood.
Deerwood. And your favorite hockey player?
Connor Sherry.
Ooh, good pick, good pick. Thank you, thank you. Mitchell, who's this?
This is Malcolm Snooks.
He got this one. You know he would. Malcolm, what number do you wear?
17.
17. Great to have you on the show. What position do you play?
Lefty.
Lefty. And what? How old are you? Sorry.
I'm 11.
11 years old. And your school?
Riverside.
Riverside. And favorite hockey player?
Trent Laycock, Ryan Stewart, and Jared Hepp.
Wow. The line that never was with the Norman Northstars, but dare to dream, dare to dream. Jerome, couple C's. Who do we have here?
Dalen Monias.
All right, Dalen, what number are you?
Number 20.
Number 20, and what position do you play?
Defense.
Defense. How old are you?
10.
And your school?
Westwood Elementary.
And favorite hockey player?
Isaac Cataway.
Isaac Catchway is your favorite hockey player. Come on in here, everybody. Everybody, tuck in for this one. Say this along with me. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
This is the Mun Cup Show
This is the Mun Cup Show
2018.
2018.
Come down to the rink and watch us play.
Come down to the rink and watch us play.
It's Minor Hockey Moment when we explore all the bits and pieces of minor hockey. This time it's sort of like North Star minor hockey. So VP Technical John McNevin joining me this time. We hit up President Salamandic, but he was indisposed. He couldn't make it.
Yes, Brett lives at the lake, so he's not going to come back into town, especially at this time of in the winter. So he called me up this afternoon, we talked, and said I'd come down and do this interview with you.
It's great. We thought the show was pretty important. It was a big draw. Thought maybe Sal would saddle up the big F-350 and come on in, but we'd actually rather have you. So hey, you've been involved with the team for a long time. This past year wasn't great on the ice. We had a tough year, but looking at it from a broader perspective, you've been a part of the executive for how long? Maybe 10?
Oh, yeah, roughly 10 years I've been with this executive and the North Stars. It's been since '96 I actually got started involved with Doug when I was coaching Bantam.
Yeah. Absolutely. So from a little bit of coaching up to the executive. So from the executive's perspective, from sort of the perspective of the organization, how was this winter?
Winter in different phases was pretty good. Financially, we've been doing pretty good. We wish we'd had some bigger crowds, but that's just the way it goes. Other than that, the sponsorship and everything has been great, supporting us steady. On the ice, the product we have on the ice is we had some issues at the beginning of the year with some injuries. Had some close games. Looked like the showcase when we lost to Brandon in overtime in a shootout. I thought we were turning the season around at that time because Brandon was one of the top 5 teams at that time. Needed to know that they're top 2 right now, battling out with the Winnipeg Wild. So from that perspective was hopefully an eye opener for us and get going. As the season progressed and the boys, not sure if it's just conditioning or what it was, but we are a little lacking on the talent side and for 4 solid lines. It's just one of those things we've had for the last few years in the North. The kids have worked hard. Can't blame them for working as hard as they do. Some players don't quit. Some players give it the lack effort, but other than that, that's pretty good. The other issues we've had is, a big part is our education program, and our education program, kids don't go to school, they don't get to play, and that's what happens to us, and we get our benches short ourselves, right? So we're our own worst enemy, trying to put a good program in and trying to get kids to go to school because it's a bigger picture. And when they don't attend, we have to sit them out of the games, and that hurts our team in the long run. So we do a lot more internal suspension than we had in the league, which is kind of nice in the fact that we used to be one of the top teams with a lot of suspensions and a lot of hand down from the league, so we've been pretty fortunate for that.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I suppose as a parent and as someone who's been a little bit older, I mean, I love the fact that the team takes the education so seriously. We interviewed the lady that helps with the tutoring the one night, and a bunch of kids were down there, and maybe they were putting on a brave face, but they didn't seem to mind it. I mean, the guys were there on time, and I don't think they were exactly busting their butts, but they were putting in a bit of an effort, and I mean, it means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the sponsors and to the community that the team takes it that serious, right?
Well, that's it. We as a program have to sell it that way. People entrust us with their kids from all over the north, and if we didn't take care of them in school, I'm sure we would even lose more players, because the fact is, education, again, it's going to be bigger than hockey. It's the kids, let's face it, it's a very slim chance that they're going to make it to the NHL and make the big dollars. Some of them need a pro. I mean, we've seen players that go to the NHL, after they're done, go finish off their schooling and stuff, so.
It's super important to everybody, and I mean, we've got the banquet at the end of the year coming up. I've had a chance to host that a couple times, and the message that comes from the guest speakers every year, regardless of who we bring up from, who have we all had, every single one of them, that's been their message, right?
Yeah, and it probably won't be any different this year with Mr. Bacco's coming up for it, long-time alumni. So his message is probably the same. He's going to school right now. I mean, there's not much he can change about it. That's just a fact of life, that from now on, it's tough to get a job out there, or a career, or be a business person if you don't have the education. If you plan on being your own entrepreneur, you got to go to school. That's all there is to it.
That's it. Go to school, stay in school. Even if you're going to the NHL, stick around in school. The banquet is coming up at the end of the year. Do we have any other events, anything else, any big promos coming up this year?
Well, this weekend is the minor hockey with the Mun Cup. So all the kids, all the male hockey players, male hockey players, but this weekend with all of them, because we had the female hockey players in Ringettes the last home series. So we divided them up to keep the two of them separate, so because they have their own identities. So we did it that way. It was too bad it was the Wild were up, but it's just the way the season ends this year with our draw. We got tough teams. I've talked about it. If we were in a playoff run and we were tied with somebody in that playoff run, they'd be licking their chops right now, looking at our schedule with the four home series we have with Eastman, Wild, the Bruins, and the Thrashers, all top 5 teams in the league. Yeah. So it's a tough one.
It is. It's going to be tough. Great, though, to have all the kids from the Mun Cup, and I know they love coming and watching the guys and ripping around here at the rink. So we look forward to having lots of them. We've got the banquet coming up this year. Next year, we're looking forward a little bit. I'm guessing that we always have some room for volunteers and spots on the board. So will we be looking over the course of the summer?
Yeah, there's going to be always room for volunteers. We're shy people already. We've been shy for the last few years. So people have been stepping up, taking on 2 or 3 roles, trying to work on that side of it. So it isn't exactly we could always use the extra help. I'm not sure how many people are returning this year, but we'll be interesting to see. We've got people who don't have any children involved in the team, which is a good thing. Yeah. But it's the dedication, you have a Molly who's been there since the second or third year the team developed, I think, when Doug Montanko was involved. So it had to be long for her, and she's committed to it. And her knowledge is great, reflect what we've done in the past and what we've can do in the future. So it's good to have her.
For sure. Keep an eye on the website if you want to get involved in any capacity. I mean, if there's something you like to do, I know that the organization will find a spot for you as a volunteer. And if you're a kid who's watching the show and you're thinking, I'd like to be a North Star, how do you get involved with the team? How do you get on that path?
Again, getting on that path is a lot of dedication at the rinks. There's a lot of programs in place right now with Hockey Manitoba developing those next stage of players, the prospects, the Directors' Cup. Then there's the POE. So it all works towards the better of themselves. Hopefully that gets into their stream, and they'll want to become a North Star here in the North, or a junior player, or a Western Hockey League, anything like that, or a university player. Those are the things that got to get put in perspective. Is if they want to be a North Star, they got to start that attitude right now. Get your attitude straightened out. Want to play hockey? Listen to your coaches, because when you get into the older ages, the coaches aren't going to be so friendly. So get used to your coaches. Listen to them. Do what they're told. Do what they're asking of you. And off ice, attitude's a big thing. Help out when you can. Be a role model in your own age group. Be that person that everyone likes. And that'll help.
Absolutely, and we saw it here this year. I know there were some guys that left the team, but even the kids that we have left, they seem like they're a good bunch of guys. They get along. There's a lot of good attitudes in the room right now.
Well, you know what? Even the kids that have left, they were all a good gel of kids. They all seem to get along. There's been the odd person that gets ribbed a bit more than others, but that's part of the program, part of the game. As you go older, your friends always bug you. So, but the kids have been good. They, if they've done something, it's all of them doing it, right? It's whether they're helping out in the community, whether they're having fun. They come down to the game. They hang around together all the time at the rinks. It's pretty good to see.
Seems like a great group. There'll be a tryout camp or an identification camp in August again next year, I'm guessing, and then we get going early in September, same as the last couple of years?
Yes, there's again the camp will be in August. Not exactly sure what the dates are right now. Letters will be going out early this year, in around the May time. We'll be sending letters out from the executive. We're not sure if we're just going to take the coach's letter and put it together because it's really tight for our coaching staff to get turned around and get back into the focus for next year. So we're going to put that program, everything back together. We'll have that information on the website. So hopefully we'll get a few players coming back into town. As I talked to you earlier, Bruce, off the mic, is that our prospects that don't show up, some of are good prospects, and that's what we try to sell. As we say at the banquet, please bring it back to your community, let them know what kind of program we have, and get those good players to come here. That way, we hope to get a better product on the ice. It's always tougher when you lose your top 2 or 3 players to a program down south, good or bad, that's their choices, or to the Saskatchewan side. The kids that live on the Saskatchewan side have that opportunity to go there, and that's what they choose. So those are the things we got to battle with. What we've done in my role this year is we've been putting together for the last 4 years, actually, with Directors Cup, is a group of prospects. So we have possibly 13 to 15 kids returning next year, eligible to return next year. And we have a possible 8 kids that could push those 15. So, and there might be more down the road that we don't get to see all the time from the Norrie houses across lakes, because those kids don't tend to get into those programs and stay there very often. So those kids, there's always 2 or 3 good kids out of that town. If they would just come out and get involved with the program and get here, and it'd be good. But we have lots of prospects. There's a couple that are in that Bantam AAA team that are having a great year. Yeah, they're having a great year. So those are 2 kids that we'd like to get here for sure. There's also a third kid in that same age group, but he's in the Saskatchewan side. It would be nice to see him move over to this side, but sure. I wished him luck last year when he said he was going to be going to the Saskatchewan side. I wished him and his family luck with that. But then we also had some AP players this year that are going to be very good. We've got Albert Sinclair out of Split Lake right now with the team, but he's next year hopefully we'll sit down and he's going to stay with the team. And then we also have Yuruski from Flin Flon. Played AP with the team at the beginning, but he didn't want to move here. He's got a job, he's got all that stuff. Yeah. But next year he's looking at coming to stay, so we'll have that extra strength in it.
We got some great guys in the pipeline. It looks good for next year. What's the website?
Website. Yeah, you should. I don't go on
Paul's going to put it on the screen. If you want to get involved with the team, if you're looking to play in the North, and like we said, we need to keep the North in the North, get on the website, get some information. John McNevin, VP Technical. Wasn't the best year we've ever had, but next year's going to be better.
That's true. It's going to get better. It's the most thing I tell people is don't worry about the product we get on the ice. The product on the ice is what we have. They give it the hardest. It's the opportunity for all the people in the North and Thompson area to see the best players in the Manitoba come here and play. Yeah. They get to see those kids, how good they can be in that. And we have kids that can skate with them. So it's good to see those measurements. It's not our bottom picture is not winning our league. That's one of the things we want to do, but it's moving these kids on to the next level of whatever they want to do. That's the key.
We've moved a lot of great kids up the line. It's a great product on the ice, and really it's the best product in the league, the best experience in the league for sure. When you come to these games, it just doesn't compare down south.
No, it does not. Fans that go travel down, you'll see that when we go down south, a lot of our retirees are at our games. We have some places we go where we have more fans than the other teams. When we had we played Central Plains in the old barn. Yeah. we had more fans than they had. It was unbelievable. So.
Great program. Thanks to you and all the rest of the executive and volunteers for putting it on. John McNevin, VP Technical, right here on Minor Hockey Moment. This is 2-on-1. We're not the Hansen Brothers. We're three handsome brothers, though. 16, 17, 18, if you could see our numbers. JL Tagoona, Chase Muswagon, 2-on-1. Let's start off, though. Mun Cup. Get a shot of Stewart's. This is what I should have worn under the coat. He's got a Mun Cup sweater. I don't. I played in the Mun Cup. I won the Mun Cup. First time Thompson ever won it. I don't know what's going on here. You ever play in the Mun Cup?
No, I haven't. Both years I tried to play, there was a blizzard back home, so we couldn't get out.
How often did that happen to you? And you're Rankin's home, right? So how often did that happen to you that you guys got weathered in there and just the craziest storms you could ever think of?
I don't know, probably like 3 times we got snowed in, couldn't leave.
Yeah? Like every winter there was one storm that was like our storm where we thought the world had ended?
That happens like once every 3 weeks, like bad storm. Like minus 60, minus 65.
This must feel like Shangri-La. This guy's living in Miami, living in FLA, Florida. How great is that? Chase, you ever been snowed in a storm like that?
I don't think so, no. Nothing like that, no. Not even close. No.
Not even close. You played in the Mun Cup tournament. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was second year Adam, I think. I played for the A team, and we won the Crocker Cup in shootout against Thompson.
Did you get to shoot in the shootout?
No, I didn't. I got a penalty in overtime, and they didn't let me shoot.
From zero to hero, hero to zero. Who gets a penalty in OT? Oh, man alive. Control your stick, man. It's 2-on-1. Us tough teaming up on basically the toughest guy we know if he made it in minus 60. I'll start you off right off the hop. What is the coldest temperature you've ever seen? What do you think?
Minus 72, something like that. I don't know, something wild.
Wow. Okay. I thought we lived in a harsh environment. Not even close. You got a question?
What's the warmest temperature you've ever seen?
I don't know, plus 30, something like that. Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Like plus 30s in Rankin?
That's not often, no.
Few and far between. Even though I'm pretty sure you're going to say scrambled, I got to throw it out because you love this question. How do you like your eggs?
Over easy.
Nice. Basted, I like it.
What's your favorite pregame meal?
Subway, foot long. Chicken and bacon ranch melt with spinach, lettuce, ranch, toasted, white cheese, and Southwest sauce.
It's pretty good. What's your Subway order, even though yes?
I have steak and cheese with lettuce, barbecue sauce, and what the hell's it called? Chipotle Southwest.
Chipotle Southwest popular. I'm foot-long veggie on Italian herb and cheese, no spinach, no jalapenos, Southwest light mayo, salt and pepper. So if you guys are ever ordering me one, that's the one. What is your favorite celly? Doesn't even have to be your own favorite celly, but just what's the favorite one you like to see?
I don't know, I'm not really a guy of cellies, but probably Timu Solani when he threw his glove up and yeah.
Absolute mint. That was that was one of the first really crazy cellies too. Like since then things just kind of went off the rails. So I like that pick.
Do you prefer black or white tape?
White tape.
So no, any reason or just tradition?
Just tradition, I guess.
Going back one step, Timu Solani lived on the street behind me in Winnipeg when I lived there, when I was going to university, and he was playing on the Jets. Never saw him. I saw Ty Domi at Superstore once. He was shopped at the same superstore as I did. He was just little, but I didn't call him out. Not a chance. Favorite movie right now?
Star Wars Episode 3.
Ooh, that's not bad. New Star Wars, have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
And?
It's really good.
I thought it was really good too. That was awesome. You got one more question?
What's your favorite book?
Facebook.
99, Gretzky and a story.
Another good one. This guy, hockey guy through and through. The cold weather, it freezes your brain. JL Tagoona, Chase Muswagon, that's 2-on-1. Episode 17 of season 7 is in the books. Might be our second last one. Let's hope not, but it could be. It's the Northstars Show. It's Bruce Krentz along with Stewart Walter. Paul didn't bring the coat again. Brutal. You at least wore the Mun Cup sweater.
And my coat.
I was just at the Manitoba Games prep rally, which was fantastic. They were giving out these shirts, so we got to promote the Manitoba Games. We're up to 800 volunteers. Going to be awesome. You had your interview with Coach Cody Genaille. Thoughts on the past weekend? You were on the trip with the guys, and how was it first time around?
It was fun. It was nice to be down there at the games. Made my day job at the radio station a bit easier for reporting on it. Actually, because the box score doesn't say everything. It was 6-0 against Central Plains and 7-1 against Interlake, but they played a lot better than that box score says. And there's other storylines, like for example on Saturday against Central Plains, they shut down Riley Funk, who's one of the top scorers in the league, and they held him to 1 goal, but it doesn't show that if you just look at the box score. Yeah, so it's nice to be able to see the little things that they do right that aren't necessarily reflected on the box score.
And did they look like a little bit of a different team on the road? Were they grittier? Were they different? Or did it still look like the same kind of North Star team?
They're pretty much the same team. They're a bit looser, a bit less pressure away from home. It's nice. I think they like being able to get away for a weekend. So it's a bit less loose outside of the rink, but it's the same focus when it comes to game time.
And outside of the games, the bus trip is tricky. You leave here Thursday night at 11 o'clock. Any tips for people that decide they're going to take that bus trip? How do you get to sleep?
You just try your best.
Movies?
Bring some melatonin.
Any other tips when you're on the road with the North Stars, or just try to fit in?
Just try and have fun. Stay out of their way when it comes game time. Don't talk to the goalies between warm-ups and the game, because, well, that's just the standard rule for any goalie anywhere.
Yeah, no kidding.
But just do your own thing and don't try too hard.
Goalies, they're a different bunch. Nobody will argue with that. You know who's a goalie? Paul Anderson. See? Story starts to add up. Thanks to John McNevin, VP Technical, talking to him just about the executive, and he really is right. You saw it on the road a little bit, but we put on almost the best product of any rink in the league, and did that show through for you when you were traveling?
Oh, definitely. Even just when it comes to the number of volunteers, there was, I think, 2 against the Winnipeg Wild at the MTS Iceplex. Beautiful new facility. There was 2 guys there. And that was the only volunteers that they had for the game. They were doing both doors, one person doing all the announcing, everything. Same thing in Central Plains, same thing in Interlake. The volunteers aren't there, it's just not the same.
And we've probably got 20 volunteers on a bad day. So great talking to him, and check out the website if you want to be a North Star or if you want to volunteer with the North Stars for sure. Chase Muswagon and JL Tagoona, great interview with the two of them. JL, he's one tough customer. There's no doubt about it. So nice to have him on the team. And last few years we had some kids from Rankin, and always great guys. Same thing with Chase. I mean, what a beauty. So nice to do the 2-on-1 with them. And Mikey Barron on the opening, Mun Cup alum. And how do you look on the weekend?
He looked good. He had the lone goal against the Winnipeg Wild on Friday night. He always comes out with a lot of grit. He came out with some big hits and just had a good game. His dad was on the weekend, so a bit of extra motivation to play.
Perfect. I love that. And we're going to showcase the AA, the Adam AAs. They'll be playing in the Mun Cup this weekend. So come on down, check out the Mun Cup, check out the games. Game times are
7:30 Friday and Saturday.
Come on down and check it out. Our North Star insider, Stuart Walter, and me, Bruce Krentz, right here on the Northstars Show.